Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English in Moments. I'm Elena, your host, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you understand English perfectly when you read or listen, but then when it's your turn to speak, your mind goes blank? The words feel stuck, or you feel too shy to say anything. If that sounds like you, then this episode is exactly what you need. Today, we're going to dive deep into mastering English speaking practice so you can speak with confidence and ease. For many English learners, speaking is often the biggest mountain to climb on their journey to fluency. It's one thing to read or listen, but it's a whole different challenge to actually produce the language yourself on the spot. You might worry a lot about making mistakes, sounding unnatural, or not finding the right words fast enough. This isn't just about learning more vocabulary or grammar rules. It's about building strong muscle memory in your brain and mouth and growing the confidence that allows you to speak English freely, smoothly, and naturally. When you can speak English well, a whole new world opens up. You can connect with people, express your ideas clearly, share your feelings, and truly use English as a living, breathing tool in the real world. It's the ultimate key to making English a fun and active part of your everyday life. Think of learning to speak English like learning to play a musical instrument. You can read all the music theory, listen to countless songs, but you will only get better by actually practicing that instrument day after day. Your mouth and brain need that regular practice, just like a musician's fingers. So, get ready to discover your unique voice in English, build up your courage, and start speaking English with much more ease and enjoyment. Let's make your English not just understood by others, but truly spoken by you. Why speaking can feel so hard? You're not alone. Before we jump into the tips, let's understand why speaking English can feel so difficult for many. It's a very common experience, so if you feel this way, please know you're not alone. Millions of learners around the world face these same challenges. One big hurdle is the fear of making mistakes. This is a big one. Many learners worry about saying something wrong, making a grammar error, using the wrong word, or having an accent, which makes them freeze up and stop speaking. This fear can completely stop you from getting the practice you need. And without practice, it's almost impossible to improve. So remember this important truth. Mistakes are a natural, normal, and even necessary part of learning any new skill, especially a language. Even native speakers make mistakes all the time. Think of mistakes as little signals telling you exactly where to learn next. Another common problem is the lack of practice opportunities. Maybe you live in a place with few English speakers, or you feel too shy to speak with those who are. This makes it hard to get the regular mouth time, the physical act of forming English words that you need to become comfortable and fluent. Consistent speaking is like building a muscle, it needs regular workouts. Then there's the feeling of sounding unnatural or robotic. You might know the words and grammar rules in your head, but they come out slowly, one by one, without the natural rhythm, intonation, or flow of native speakers. This can make conversations feel tiring, awkward, or frustrating for both you and the listener. Oh, it's like trying to dance without any music. Sometimes the difficulty comes from not finding the right words quickly enough. You might understand a question, but when you want to respond, your brain needs a long time to search for vocabulary and grammar rules. This hesitation can break the flow of conversation and make you feel less confident. Finally, and this ties into everything else, lack of confidence plays a huge role. If you don't truly believe that you can speak English well, you'll be less likely to even try. This creates a negative cycle that's hard to break. But here's the good news. Building confidence comes directly from consistent effort and celebrating every tiny step of progress. Every word you say, every conversation you attempt, adds a little more to your confidence bank. Understanding these reasons is the first step. By knowing what makes speaking hard, you can use tips to overcome each challenge, slowly turning speaking fears into effective focus practice. Core principles for speaking with confidence. Improving. Your English speaking isn't just about trying harder. It requires a specific mindset and a smart way of approaching practice. Here are key principles that will profoundly change how you practice and how confidently you perform in spoken English. These aren't just tips, they're fundamental truths for language learning. 1. Embrace mistakes as your best teachers. This is perhaps the most important mindset shift you can make. Every time you make a mistake when speaking, don't see it as a failure or something to be ashamed of. Instead, see it as valuable information. It's your brain telling you exactly what to learn or practice next. Mistakes show you precisely where to focus your effort for fastest improvement. Think of them this way. Mistakes are proof you are trying, learning, and growing. The more mistakes you make and learn from, the faster you'll truly improve. 2. Focus on clarity, not perfection. Your goal when speaking English should be to be understood clearly and confidently. It's not to sound exactly like a native speaker without any accent. Having an accent is a natural and beautiful part of your unique identity as someone who speaks multiple languages, and that's perfectly fine. Your listeners want to understand your message, what you're trying to say, not to analyze your pronunciation or grammar. Language exchange partners. Find someone who wants to learn your native language. You teach them, and in return, they help you with English. You can find partners online through apps like Tandem or HelloTalk. These connect you with people worldwide. Online conversation groups. Many online platforms and apps host free or low-cost English conversation groups. Search for English Conversation Club online. These groups provide a safe space to practice with other learners and sometimes native speakers. Local meetups. If you live in a larger town or city, check platforms like meetup.com for English speaking groups or international meetups. This gives you face-to-face practice. Why it works. This provides real-time, dynamic practice. It forces you to think on your feet, understand natural responses, adapt to different speaking styles, and handle unpredictable conversations. This is where your confidence truly grows. Strategy 5, use conversational connectors and fillers wisely. Native speakers use small words and phrases to make their speech flow smoothly, even when thinking. These are called conversational connectors or fillers. Examples. Common ones include, like, actually, so, well, right, uh. How to use. Listen for how native speakers use these naturally. They're often used to pause briefly without awkward silence, to connect ideas, to clarify what you're saying, or to show you're just thinking aloud. Why it works. Using a few of these naturally can make you sound less robotic, more fluent, and more comfortable. They give your brain a moment to process what to say next without awkward silence. However, be careful not to overuse them, as too many can make you sound hesitant or unconfident. A little goes a long way. Strategy 6. Role-playing and scenario practice. Prepare yourself for common situations you might encounter in English. This proactive approach reduces anxiety when the moment arrives. How to do it. Think about everyday scenarios: ordering food, asking for directions, a job interview, making small talk, or discussing a movie. Imagine these situations and practice what you would say. You can even write down key phrases and then practice saying them aloud repeatedly until they feel natural. Why it works? This significantly reduces your anxiety in real life situations because you've already rehearsed possible dialogues. It helps you build specific vocabulary and phrases relevant to different contexts, making you feel prepared. Strategy 7. Focus on fluency first, then accuracy. When you're actively speaking in a conversation, your main priority should be to keep the words flowing. Keep the flow. Don't stop yourself mid-sentence to correct a small grammar mistake or search for the perfect word. Just get your message out. It's better to speak with some errors than to speak very slowly or not at all. Refine. Later, after the conversation, reflect on what you said. Think about where you struggled or made mistakes. Then work on improving those specific points during your solitary practice or with a tutor. Why it works. This approach prevents hesitation and builds momentum, making you a more natural and confident speaker. Over time, as you practice more, accuracy will naturally improve. By consistently applying these strategies, you'll systematically build your speaking skills, reducing fear, increasing confidence, and making English conversation a joy. Remember, every time you open your mouth in English, you're getting better. Navigating difficulties and your mindset. Stay strong. Even with all these amazing strategies, you'll have days when speaking English feels hard, frustrating, or you simply don't feel like practicing. This is a natural part of learning. Your mindset, how you think about these challenges, is vital for pushing through and staying motivated on your journey to fluency. Don't panic about mistakes. This is important. It's totally normal to make mistakes when you're learning. Instead of getting upset, see each mistake as a gift, a chance to learn. It's like a signpost telling you exactly what to focus on next. Embrace them as proof you're trying and getting better. Remember, the main goal is clear communication, not perfect, flawless speech. Be patient and kind to yourself. Learning to speak a new language well takes time and effort. There will be good days and challenging days. Be kind to yourself. Acknowledge that what you're doing is difficult but rewarding. Give yourself permission to stumble, to feel frustrated sometimes, and to take breaks when you need them. Pushing too hard can lead to burnout. Always remember how far you've come and celebrate your courage for speaking in a new language. Consistency is your superpower. This is the most powerful secret for long-term improvement. Short daily speaking sessions, even just 10 to 15 minutes, are far more effective than long, tiring ones. Regular, consistent effort builds muscle memory and confidence in a way that infrequent, intense bursts cannot. Make speaking English a daily routine. Seek encouragement, not just correction. If you have a trusted friend, family member, or teacher who speaks English, ask them for encouragement and general feedback first. If you want specific corrections, ask for them directly and politely. This makes receiving feedback less overwhelming and more helpful. By adopting this positive and resilient mindset, you'll find the journey to fluent speaking becomes less scary and much more rewarding. Setting goals and tracking your progress. See how far you've come. Like any important skill, improving your English speaking needs consistent effort, a clear plan, and a way to see your growth. Setting goals and tracking progress keeps you motivated and gives clear proof of how far you've come. Practice. Often, not just a lot. This is super important. Even just 10 to 15 minutes of speaking practice daily is incredibly effective. It builds muscle memory, makes English feel natural, and helps your brain adapt to forming words. Make it a daily habit you look forward to. Set clear and achievable goals. Don't just say, I want to speak English fluently. While that's the dream, it's too general. Make smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Example 1, specific and measurable. This week, I will talk to myself out loud in English about my morning routine for 5 minutes every day. Example 2, achievable and time bound. By the end of the month, I want to have a 10-minute conversation with a language partner without freezing or pausing too long. Example 3, relevant and measurable. Tomorrow, I will record myself talking about my favorite movie for 2 minutes and then listen back to identify any words where I hesitated. These clear goals give you direction, help you see small wins, and break down a big task into smaller, easier steps. Keep track of your progress. Use a simple notebook for a speaking journal or a digital app. Write down what you practiced, how long you spoke, any new phrases or words you used successfully, and any challenges you faced. Most importantly, regularly record yourself speaking, as we discussed earlier, and save these recordings with dates. Over time, when you listen to your older recordings, you'll see undeniable proof of your improvement. You'll hear how much more confident and natural you sound. This visible progress is incredibly motivating and will push you forward. Celebrate small wins. Speaking a new language is a marathon, not a sprint. So, it's vital to celebrate every tiny step forward, no matter how small it seems. Every time you successfully say a difficult phrase, complete a sentence without stopping, or have a short conversation, take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate it. These small victories build momentum, boost confidence, and give you the desire to keep going. Reward yourself. Recognizing your effort is crucial for staying motivated and making this journey fun. You've taken a huge step today by understanding exactly how to practice English speaking effectively and by learning powerful strategies to improve. Mastering speaking is a continuous journey, but it will open up countless opportunities for clearer communication, deeper connections, and true fluency in your life. Remember, every time you open your mouth in English, you're getting closer to speaking like a native, with amazing confidence and real impact. Keep practicing these techniques diligently. Speak actively, even if it's just to yourself. And always embrace the challenge. The more you consciously work on your speaking, the more natural and effortless English will become for you. Your dedication will lead to profound improvements in your communication and how confidently you express yourself. If this episode brought you substantial value, and I sincerely hope it did, please remember to give us a thumbs up right now. Your support is incredibly valuable. It helps our channel grow and reach even more dedicated learners like you. And now I want to hear from you. What is your biggest challenge when it comes to speaking English? Or what topic are you most excited to explore in our next episode? Drop your ideas and questions in the comments below. We're building this community together, and your input helps us create the most valuable content for you. And if you haven't already, please absolutely subscribe to our channel, English in Moments. Hitting that bell icon ensures you never miss a new episode, as we're here daily to help you on your English learning journey, providing valuable insights, practical tips, and encouraging guidance. You can also find helpful resources and past episodes right here to continue your progress and learn more fascinating things about English. Keep practicing, keep immersing yourself, and keep embracing the rewarding journey of mastering English. I look forward to connecting with you in the next episode. Happy learning, everyone.